Hey, what's up guys? Kevin here, and in this video, I'm going to give you a bit of a tour of my home office and show you some of my tips for productivity. I'll link to all the gear in the description below the video. The first thing you can see about my setup is that I'm using an iMac with a second 4K monitor next to it. Even though the iMac monitor is pretty big, having a second monitor is essential for productivity as it gives you more screen real estate. Next, you can see that my desk has a motor to switch it into a stand-up desk. This is a game changer for anyone working at a computer. Once you switch to a stand-up desk, you'll never go back. Behind my desk, I have a whiteboard, which I love to use for brainstorming. My only recommendation would be to try and get the whiteboard somewhere in front of you or somewhere that you can see it, which I used to have at my old house. Sometimes I'll have stuff written on the whiteboard and forget it's there with it being behind me. Next up is my Herman Miller chair. A well-built ergonomical chair is another game changer that I wish I had treated myself to earlier in my career. Just picked this up recently. I highly recommend Herman Miller. Moving on to my desk, I've got 3 different notepads to help me stay on track. The first is a productivity notebook. In here, I plan each week in advance and write down my daily task list and then track my work throughout the day. I also write down my long-term goals daily to motivate myself and then rate my productivity at the end of every day as well. The Orange Tiger notebook is just plain ruled sheets, and in this notebook I write down my yearly and monthly goals and then review them as much as I can to stay on track. I really like the quality of this notebook. Lastly, I have my regular pad of paper to jot down any notes or anything that comes to mind that I don't want to forget. On the left side of my desk, I have a Shure microphone for doing voiceovers on my videos like I'm doing right now. Good audio is key for making podcasts or videos, and I highly recommend this mic to anyone who's making podcasts or videos. In order to get the mic hooked up to your computer, you will need an audio interface like this one by Focusrite. Behind my computer is an external hard drive, which is probably overkill for most people, but I use it to store my big video files on so that my computer stays running fast. An essential part of your home office is quality headphones to block out distractions, wives, dogs, kids, whatever you got going on at home. These headphones are great and reasonably priced. I'll link to them with everything else below. My most recent addition to the home office is this Google Home Mini, so I can set events and reminders in my Google Calendar easily. So that wraps up my home office tour. Thanks for watching, and hit that thumbs up if you want to see my new real office.